Before I begin, I want to show you about, no, one more time. My mind's elsewhere right now. Ready? What's up, guys and girls? Brendan Meyers here, and today we're going to be talking about how to build and bulk the lower pec muscles using only bodyweight training. Now, before I begin, CalAesthetics Beast Mode is officially released. Go check that out at becutfit.com/beast, incorporating weight training with bodyweight training. Now, for this video, how to really bulk up that lower pecs. As you know, I talked about the upper pecs and also just building pecs in general through my supersets, right? So that's what we want to focus on with the lower pecs as well. But the only difference away from the supersets is the amount of reps. Because we don't have a resistance and we're using our body, we have to make it harder by elevating our feet or going into a specific position on the ground to really target that lower chest. Also to go a little bit slower, because again, it's really hard to just isolate your lower chest here with only bodyweight training, okay? So I'm at the beach right now. I'm gonna show you a few exercises on how to do this. And one thing you need to understand, to really build the lower pecs, your shoulder joint needs to be at around a 30 to 40 degree angle and pushing down. If it's pushing more up and more inflection of that shoulder joint, then that'll be a problem. So what we're gonna be touching on is getting in that position on a dip bar. And that's where we're gonna focus first. We're gonna be on this dip bar and we're gonna go into this dip position, okay? But the only difference is that usually you're doing your dips like this, right? You're always in that, that more flex position, but targeting more of that anterior delt and upper pec, right? But now we want to squeeze at the top. The second half of that dip, we're going to focus on that. And we're going to be doing around 6 to 12 reps of this, but very, very slow. Not too slow, but a lot slower than you normally would with all my other videos being explosive and powerful, okay? So we're going to be here, right? We're going to come down, and we're going to come up and squeeze here. See how I'm coming back and pushing? So I'm coming down, I'm forward, and I'm coming back, pushing, boom. And I'm really focusing on the lower pecs. At the top, I'm always squeezing. So this is gonna work upper pec. Now we're gonna hit lower pec once we squeeze here. And we protract our scaps, okay? So the biggest thing right here is coming here, protract scaps, okay? Next, we're gonna go to, you can go to a wall, you can go to a chair. There's many different variations of this. We're gonna go to an incline with our feet, but we're gonna stay down with our hands, okay? So I'm gonna use this as an example as a bench, right? It's a little bit higher. The higher it is, the harder it will be, and the more it will focus on your anterior delts and upper pec, and that's not what we want, okay? So the only thing that's different, right? Usually you're gonna be doing a incline or a decline push-up like this, right? You're gonna come down here, and it's almost as if your hands are lining up with your chin. We want to be a little bit different. So what we're gonna do is bring our hands further back, right? So now that we can push here and protract those scaps and really focus on that lower pec. As so. So we'll be here. Bring those hands back a little bit here. Come down and squeeze here. The other thing is you wanna externally rotate those arms, all right, up top. There you go. So we gotta really focus on here, pushing down and away, okay? So that is the second exercise. Next, what we're gonna be doing, I got a little sand on on my forehead. We're going to go into a practice planche push-up, which does work, again, the upper pec and the anterior delt mostly, but if we do it correctly, just like those other exercises, we will actually be targeting that lower pec even more. And the only thing is with all of these exercises, you're also gonna be hitting your triceps and your delts. So we can't really get away from that. The best we can do is just make a couple variations and try to target them more than the other muscles, okay? So to target this agonistically, we're gonna go into a regular push-up position, and then we're gonna be moving forward. And then we're gonna externally rotate our arms here, and that's what's gonna help us when we come down and push up, squeeze here. We almost want to reach for the sky here, okay? So watch this. Come forward, we're gonna come down and up and here. here. All right, so as you can see from here, I'm coming up to this position, almost like I'm extending my back just a bit. Now, we want to focus on contracting our core, contracting our lower back, and if you do this properly and you do all three of these exercises at a slower rate, right? So you can go down eccentrically and then come up slower concentrically. What I mean by that, go down faster and then come up, and the second half is really where we want to be focusing on to target that lower pec. So yeah, that is your tutorial on how to bulk up your lower chest. Remember, 6 to 13 reps. Increase the amount of sets with this exercise. Keep the rest periods a little bit lower, so 45 seconds to a minute, because there's not really much of a resistance. If you're really strong, you can do all of this one arm. It's really hard. I highly do not suggest it. Or you can grab onto the bar here, right, and go into that same position here and up. Focus on just one arm at a time, which is, again, extremely hard. Sorry, they're throwing bricks out of hotels. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. 6 to 13 reps, 45 seconds about. Increase the sets, increase volume so you can get the most work in that lower chest. Again, to increase variation, make it harder. One arm. CalAesthetics Beast Mode program, again, is on bcutfit.com/beast. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you need to get some more motivation, check out my previous video, CalAesthetics Beast Mode. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.